Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of AFM podcast. Today, we have our special guest, Mr. Po Ung from Melbourne, Australia. Thank you, Po, for joining us and giving us your time for this podcast. How are you doing today?
Yeah, good man. Thanks for having me on. It's my pleasure. Appreciate it. That's everyone.
Definitely. Yeah. So, without any further, we can start. So, Po, today we just want to have a chat about your massive collection that we can see in the background. So I just wanted to ask, like, if you can tell us a bit about your journey into collecting statues, and I also know you've got some life-size busts as well. And if you could tell us, like, what was your first piece as well, and what sort of sparked your interest in getting into statue and bust collection?
Yeah, so I started like just before COVID, when COVID happened the year prior. So I first started with the because I grew up with like Dragon Ball, watching Dragon Ball, which is an anime, and I was also back then was on Cheese TV for those in Australia. I woke up before school. I would watch Dragon Ball, and I started with the brand Presto plastic PVC little figurines. So I had a lot of those. And when I went to Japan, I came back with a lot of them, and I had like over 200 of those plastic Dragon Ball pieces. And then I bought my first statue, which was a Goku from a custom group, which was called Figure Class. So after that, and I ventured into more Dragon Ball, and then I eventually bought my first Marvel statue, which was the Sideshow Hulk versus Wolverine, the 1/5 scale.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and from there on, it's just I'm just collecting a bit of everything now.
So have you still got the Hulk versus Wolverine statue, or?
Oh no, I don't have the animals. I have a bad habit of selling and buying new pieces. So my collection has changed like 6 times already.
Wow. Yeah, we can, and there's no going back, right? Once
it's crazy because back then, when I bought the Hulk versus Wolverine statue, because that was my first licensed statue, $1,000 was a lot of money back then. Like for me, oh man, that's crazy spending $1,000 on that, and now it's like 1,000 is the standard, right? Because everything's gone so expensive, and it's just
Yeah, isn't it funny that we always think the amount is so high, and once we get into it, somehow we arrange that kind of every time to buy. We justify brain.
It was worth it, Then it feels like it was worth it. Absolutely.
I was just having noodles as well for dinner, so it is justified. I have noodles after buying a few statues and things.
Yeah, we can survive on noodles as long as it's figures. So, wait, so I have
funny.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Because I was gonna say it's funny because it's you buy a statue for $1,000, but when you go out with your missus, it's like, oh, what dinner's $50? That's a lot. That's quite expensive.
The bag's 25 cents, too expensive.
So it's funny how that works, right? Like the balance.
Yeah. Now, I mean, it's been a great journey for you now, knowing that it's been like 4 or 5 years since you started, and now you are the admin for one of the statue collector group in Australia. So, how do you see around you how this community have grown, and what all changes through COVID, and now how this community has grown over the time?
Yeah, I think for most part, the community's been almost the same, but the only changes I see on a regular basis is new members joining. Not only just new members, I've seen a lot of scams, more scams frequently as of late versus what it was back then. But then I understand as well because more scams. Maybe it's the cost of living has gone up, and I don't know, people's just resort to trying to scam others, I guess. I've also seen collectors where they were legitimate, and then a couple of years later they've gone rogue and just start scamming people, which was kind of weird. I've seen that. Like one guy I knew that was like, okay, he's been in the community, longer than me for 8 years, and then this just starts scamming people, and I was like, wow, that's crazy how someone can just change so quickly. But I get it though. There's probably personal circumstances that he has. So I don't want to judge, but yeah, it's just I distance myself from him anymore. So I don't really stay connected with him anymore.
It's like someone's in the community for 8 years. When you're gonna pay them, they've got a lot of references, and you can do friends and family instead of GNS on PayPal, right? So that's how the scam works, and there's no way to get the money back. And the only thing that is do a Facebook post about them. That's all.
Yeah, that's why I always I always recommend everyone just do PayPal goods and services. That way you covered. But you be your own judge, and if you want to go that route or not. So yeah, it's just up to the individual. Like I always just bank transfer to the ones that I know closely. So you don't want to pay fees as well. You save money on the next piece. What's the next piece?
Yeah, I mean it does. Thankfully, from India, we can't do friends and family, and the government doesn't allow us that option. So it has to put sense. So at least, in that manner, we are kind of saved in it. But it's pity that some people go in that direction. But I still ask you my first question. So, do you think there are more people coming up now, the new generation, and coming in the statues collection also, or they are just sticking it to, because they tend to be more expensive than action figures, right?
That's
so you think there are more people coming in statue collection?
It's kind of hard because I don't really keep track of like who comes in, but it does seem like there is less people buying statues, I guess because of the cost.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people sell their collection just to downgrade back to, say, collecting hot toys. I know one guy that's gone back to collecting hot toys because of the price and also the size, the boxes that you got to commit to storing. So I have seen some of that too. But yeah, I think, I guess the amount of collectors for statues has gone down a bit due to cost of living. Because manufacturing cost has gone up, cost for shipping has gone up. So, and I feel like a lot of statue companies are aiming for the higher tiered collectors, where it's higher price margin as well. So yeah, it's definitely, there has been a few changes.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a fair point right now. That not many, and it still remains a niche community of statue collectors, and limited, maybe not on the finger count, but compared to action figure collectors, I believe statue collectors are few. I see two in this podcast right now. Two collectors. Some of us are still collecting action figures. Okay, so in your collection, I see a lot of Dark Knight. Whatever chance I got to see your collection. So what about that movie? What inspired you, or anything special that keeps you keep going back and collecting from there?
The simple answer to that would be just everyone loves a good superhero movie. So Christian Noel directed that, and it was just a great movie. The trilogy, from the cinematic camera angles to the music, from Hans Zimmer. So everything in regards to that movie was great. Heath Ledger, he's Australian, right? It's sad that he passed, but the acting from his end was just top notch. Yeah, and also like I said, he's Australian, so I gotta support the Australian actor. So yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just, to me, I guess it was one of the Batmans that I kind of got really into. It was like one of my first. Well, it wasn't my first Batman, but I just really liked the way how the movie captured Batman. The movie was just really good. I just love that trilogy.
He was the most practical version of the Dark Knight, I believe.
Yeah.
So I love Batfleck. To me, Ben Affleck is the Batman. Live action.
Yeah, I've got a Batfleck statue of Batfleck. But I like that trilogy so much that to me Batman is Bale. So
I think they kept it a lot, all kind of villains, everything, and trilogy makes sense with Batfleck. I don't think he ever got a solo movie where he's completely fighting one villain to the next one. So trilogy did pretty good job. Yeah, I agree with that. I think they did. left a
Yeah,
mark.
the trilogy
Yeah,
was
I just feel like until Warner Bros has DC, nothing good will come from DC because they just don't want the universe to expand, and they're pulling the plugs on things when something's about to happen. It's just execs in Warner Bros. That's really hindering DC's. And now with James Gunn, the way he's removed everyone, like, I mean, it's just
I don't know. I
you
don't
just
have
have to
much
see.
faith in him anymore. He's a
Oh,
brilliant
yeah.
director, but he's on the helm of DC. I don't know, man. I don't think this is going to work out very well. Let's see. Hope for the best.
Trilogy all the way.
Yeah, better vehicles. His Tumblr, everything in that movie, from the Bane and everything, was captured pretty nice.
Oh yeah, it was so good. Yeah, all the actors, top-notch actors, and I mean, Christian Bale doesn't look, like a tanky Batman like Batfleck. He looks like a more better Batman, Batfleck, but the acting and everything was really good.
Yeah.
Like, personally, I think it was a great movie.
Yeah, he's a genius, man. He's done amazing roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's lot of figures are from trilogy with me also. So yeah, there were more options, more figures, more iconic scenes you can capture, and bring it together. With Batfleck, he's amazing, but then you have Superman and other characters keep coming in his movies. So
Oh, there he is. Is that a 1x2? Is that a 1x2?
Yeah, Husker.
suddenly I feel my collection is pretty tiny. 1x6 looks like miniatures now.
Yeah.
I'll move over to there's Christian.
Nice.
Coming to the Pattinson Batman, I think if James Gunn has a bit of sense, he should sort of incorporate Pattinson Batman at this stage in his universe, because it's already a growing movie, and this Penguin series, everyone's loving it. Like, and if he just brings in someone else as a Batman, I don't know where it's gonna go.
But I don't think Matt Reeves is not going to allow that. He doesn't want James Gunn to interfere that much. It's his project. He's moving forward with it. He's very positive that way.
It's just that the movies aren't gonna lead anywhere, like the Joker 2. Like the Joker 2 was an absolute.
Why are we even talking about Joker 2?
Yeah, it's probably in any of the podcasts anyway. You shouldn't be talking about it.
Have you guys seen it yet? I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's just it's not really worth the watch.
I couldn't finish. I started I went for 25 minutes.
Right.
I remember.
Yeah. Haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. I'll wait for the free version.
They keep saying it's bad. I was like, how bad this could be? Then after 20 minutes, I'm like, oh, okay, pretty bad.
I had a feeling it's not going to do well.
No, it's not doing well at all right in Australia. It's got bad reviews.
I mean, in the post-credit scenes, like they try to link it to Heath Ledger's Joker. Like they got the guy to kill Arthur Fleck, like a Joker, and he just carved a smile on his face in the post-credit scene. So they tried to show that was the origin of Heath Ledger's Joker. So that was pretty funny.
Well, okay. Because I love the first one. I love the first one.
Really the post-credit scenes. Wow.
Yeah. First one's quick. You own several legendary Beast Studios statues. What makes LBS pieces stand out compared to the other scales in your collection, Po?
I think it's just because the size, the sheer size. It's a really big piece. I've got two behind me. I'll go stand next to it just to give you scale.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's massive.
Nice.
So
wow.
It's over a meter tall. It's got a storytelling base of how the Hulk became the Hulk. It's how he had the transformation. It's got a lot of artwork around the base as well, and it's just a lot of presence. So I've got the Kirby Green Hulk and also the Grey Hulk.
Grey one.
Nice. Wow.
Trying to
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can see it. And there's Optimus. Oh, here we go.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Really, like the hand is the same size as mine. Well, he's got bigger hands than me, but
Oh god.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Wow. It is too.
No way.
Your hands are smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say you have small hands. I'll say you have small hands.
Yeah. Small hands, but downstairs it's pretty big, man.
Wow.
The boxes must be huge of these LBS.
Oh yeah, 2 large boxes. 2 large. I've got a room upstairs just full of boxes, 5 layer boxes.
Oh yeah.
That's another
Because
thing.
you gotta keep those boxes, like, because statues lose value if you don't have boxes. But that's a sad reality.
Yeah. So yeah, dude, I definitely prefer the green over the grey. I did have the LBS Thor and LBS Magneto, but I sold those.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But did Sid?
I wonder who got the. I wonder who got the LBS Magneto.
Yeah, like Sid. That guy. Wait, this guy. Yeah, that guy bought it. Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, the culprit, right?
How much was the shipping?
A lot.
I think the shipping was
400?
400-500. Yeah. It's standard
Yeah.
because Magneto had like 2 boxes. Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah, dude. Shipping is just a joke. $500 to ship there is a joke, dude.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but we worked out a deal, so it worked out.
Shout out to you
I wanted
for that.
so it worked out. Yeah.
Imagine bubble wrapping it. Imagine how many layers you had to go through.
Yeah, that's why we keep the box. The statue they detach into a lot of individual pieces, and the boxes that come in is foam. It's got the cutout shape of the arms, the legs.
Oh, that's good.
And then that's why you got to keep the boxes, because you got to in order to ship these, you got to have the original boxes, or definitely there's a chance of breaking if you don't know how to package it properly. Yeah.
Good idea. That's smart.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? With the bigger statues, bigger figures comes bigger boxes. You need a bigger space just for the boxes or double the size. Yeah, I'm already struggling with my hot toys, and I have one room filled with boxes. I have made the boxes under it everywhere to keep my.
There's your tumbler. You've got a separate display for your tumbler, bro. Yeah.
Tumbler, yeah, it's big, dude. 1/6 scale.
Yeah, so keeping boxes. I mean, I'm struggling. I just started opening this today.
The Pattinson Batman.
Bad signal for now.
So same concept as the Hot Toys boxes. How it's got the cutout. Statue is exactly the same.
Yeah, I've seen few.
Nice. That's good to know.
Right.
Awesome.
So coming back. So Paul, such collection of yours must be super challenging. I'm sure they are. So what challenges do you usually face when sourcing and displaying these magnificent life-size busts? Especially my personal favorite, the iconic one from the Dark Knight Rises and also the Dragon Ball Z.
I guess comes to storage, like a spot to actually display it properly, and also storage for the actual boxes. Because some of these pieces do take up a lot of room. So for every collector, it's always space. Space is the main issue. Then there's storage spaces for the boxes, and then of course cost, right? Money. It always comes down to money. So my main challenge is basically space displayability. So whenever I have something coming in, there are times where I need to sell something quickly because I need the room. I'm pretty much filled up, but I'm always constantly looking at what I can buy. Like, can I put maybe another pedestal here, or
That's called a maniac, action figure maniac, statue maniac, whatever.
Action figure maniacs.
Constantly we think about this stuff, like what are we gonna get next? What's the next haul gonna be?
I'm always recycling, and something else new comes in, I'll try to sell something up quickly. not only just to free up space, but also to fund the next piece. I've got like 13 still on order that's coming next year.
Oh,
Yeah, I need to make room. So definitely the biggest challenge for me is space. Not only just for the statues, but also for the boxes, because the boxes we got to keep. Yeah.
Wow. So I see your photos, your amazing images over the time, and we have all seen those amazing images of your epic collection time to time. But I think I speak for all the viewers out there. Would you like to give us a close tour of your collection?
Yeah, sure. It'll be my pleasure. That's Army Ant Blue Bus, 1/1 life size.
Yep.
And then we've got the MRC Goku.
Oh, nice.
Life size, nice big hand.
Like the battle damage look of that.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Mm.
And then I've just got some random like Pokemon cards and all that I collect. I've got a XM Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Quarter scale.
Mm.
We've got some life-size Pikachu, Joker, Pikachu One Piece, Beepo, and
Wow.
Pikachu Lucky Cat.
Those are cute.
So they're like life-size Pikachu. Different collabs. Moving up, we've got Prime 1 Vegeta, quarter scale.
Nice.
Nice.
And also Tsumi Broly with Goku, quarter scale.
Oh, that's epic. Does it light up, the Goku?
The Goku doesn't light up, but the Vegeta does light up.
Oh, nice.
Moving up, we've got the Goku head that switches with this Goku bust. You swap the heads around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Interchangeable.
and then I've got like just the ECC Amber Mosquito from Jurassic Park, Pokeball, and we've got this one's called what studio? Studio, but it's a quarter scale. Frieza versus Trunks with our lights up, and I've got one thing. Luffy with Anne. And then we move across to this guy.
Oh, now we're talking.
Wow.
Oh, that is insane.
Look at the details and everything.
Looks like Heath Ledger is sitting there
Joining our podcast,
Yeah.
Convenience share is life size Christian Bale.
Okay.
Wow, that is sick.
Awesome.
You're raising the air.
Oh, wow.
These are individual hand punched hair.
Oh, yeah.
And they have medical grade glass eyes and medical grade silicon. So this is all silicon. It moves.
Shit.
So really cool. The base does light up too, but I'll need to do two hands and take this off and it switches on. So the cool thing about this piece is he's holding his mask at the back.
Oh, that is insane detail.
Right, so really cool. This piece is really highly sought after. It's sold out.
Yeah, it is.
So this piece goes for around 6 to 7K.
Oh yeah.
And then coming back to Christian Bale, same thing. Hand punched hair, medical grade glass eyes.
Looks like a real person.
Yeah,
it's like
medical grade silicon as well. So it moves and individual hand punched stubble, and it's also been shaved off. So it's prickly.
Oh yeah.
And he's got his cowl. And
that is crazy.
Wow.
Really cool. And then we've got
the Pattinson Batman.
Patterson. So it's a really nice piece as well. These are all from the same studio, Infinity Studios.
Infinity, yep.
So really cool. Then we got Batfleck.
Oh, there's Batfleck.
right.
That is There is our Batman there.
Insane. Is the Batarang detachable or it's just right there?
The
That's
batarang is detachable on the farm. It's slotted into the farm.
Okay.
Does the glasses go in front of the eyes or?
Yes, so the glasses it comes with another pair and it's magnetized. These three pieces come off and you switch it with the other one that covers the eyes.
That
So
is
really big pieces. Really big pieces.
Oh well.
So
there is a bad
Alright.
team.
Moving to the left, we've got Prime 1/3 scale DK3 Batman.
The Frank Miller's Dark
that's
Knight
cool.
Rises Batman. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a beast.
Yeah.
Very cool. Another big piece, 1/3 scale.
Oh.
Really cool base. And moving behind, we've got the half scale from Prime Studios Armored Batman.
Yep.
And then we've got half scale Superman and another half scale black suit Superman. All three from Prime 1.
Prime 1, yep.
So over a meter tall each, they're half scales, they're really big.
Really big, yeah.
Moving down, we've got Prime 1 Studios. I think it's
T-Rex. It's a T-Rex. T-Rex, isn't it?
T-Rex with two Velociraptors. And really cool, a lot of detail.
Oh, nice. Look at the teeth.
We've got
Here we go.
Studios 1/3 scale printer, jungle
Jungle Hunter.
really cool base. It's got clear resin with fish inside as well.
Oh, look at the water details. That is insane.
Wow.
Looks like real water has been
Real
frozen
water,
or something.
So this is the deluxe bonus. This is basically the ultimate version that you can get. It comes with a total 4 heads that you can switch out. And a lot of different accessories. Another plasma cannon gun. You get different hands, different blades, different switch outs. That lights up as well, and that can light up as well. And mask can light up as well. And I've got another one, exactly the same, but I've just
spectacular.
Mask version, this one.
Nice version.
So they're exactly the same statue, but I've just used a different head, and I've just not displayed the greenery, just to make it a little bit different. But they're again another big piece.
So how much do these pieces go for now? Like these Predators?
They go for about 5K plus each.
5K plus. Sorry.
Yeah. And then in front we've got we've got this little guy from the slideshow, Grogu from the Mandalorian.
That's cute.
So he's got a little gear shifter as well. And we've got LBS Grey Hulk.
Oh,
big
yeah,
boy.
that is a big boy. Look at the hands.
Big hands. And the cool thing is, it's got fingerprints as well. A lot of detail.
Very detailed, yeah.
Awesome base. Story base.
I think LBS are doing a great job with the story bases. I've seen the Thor in person. He has a lot of stories in the base.
This one's exactly the same, but it's just the cleaner version. So Grey's more dirty Hulk, where this guy's got nice.
This is the Jack Kirby version of the Hulk.
Let's see.
And we've got the Queen Studios life-size big chat. So
that is insane.
Wow.
Huge piece. And this one is 24 out of 199 in the world. So there's 199 of these in the world, and I've got under 24.
Oh, nice.
I'll just show you the face. translucent.
Does the jaws open or is it fixed?
It's fixed. It's a statue.
They open at night when the lights are off.
and the thing comes out from the mouth.
Good one.
Really cool piece. Really cool. I've had people trying to buy the company, but I can't let them go yet.
Oh no, this is a grail piece, bro.
Yeah, dude, this one's hard to get. And then I've got the Chrono Shooter's Dog Alien. That's a 1/3 scale. Yeah, so pretty big piece. Really dynamic with the tail. So it has a translucent dome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, look at the detail.
Very sick.
And then we've got Sideshow's group.
Sideshow group, yeah. Baby blue.
And Prime Studios Big Chat Alien, another 1/3 scale. So the one next to it is also Prime Studios Big Chat. They're essentially the same release, but one's dynamic and the other one's museum pose.
Yeah. Gotta have two of each.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are the ones with the war. These are the old release, which is what people want. They did re-release these, but without the wall, the back wall.
Yeah.
Just a random Mickey Mouse that we bought. I just threw it in there. Random drone, and then I've got up here Prime Studios Grimlock with Optimus.
Oh, massive!
nice.
That is massive.
So I'll just turn on the light up quickly. That lights up the base.
Oh, that is sick.
Nice.
Look at the details, like.
Yeah, see, that's something you want to buy it, so. Look at the spine that lights up like a torch as well, so you can place this anywhere, like Grimlock. And then these are just all the switch outs. So the big chap, you can change his head and put it on this head.
Yeah.
So I'll switch. And all these predators, because I've got 2 predators, I've got extra 6 heads that you can switch with these predators, swap the heads around.
Oh, nice.
Moving up, we've got a custom Doctor Doom on throne.
Oh, that looks sick.
You say it's custom?
Yeah, this one's custom.
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow.
We've got Sideshow's Thanos on throne. And then moving down, we've got half-scale Queen Studios Aquaman. He's got silicon.
Yeah.
Looks like Jason Momoa.
Really big piece, half-scale. And there's translucent water as well. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
I want to cosplay Aquaman at some point in life.
Do you want to buy one?
I want to cosplay one. I want to.
Cosplay, yeah. I reckon you can look like Aquaman. You've got the hair, the mustache.
I need either I need to grow some more muscles or need a muscle suit, whichever it is.
Whichever works best.
Muscle suit. Over here we've got Prime Studios Optimus from the Bumblebee movie.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well.
The head. Why is the head moving like that? Is that a design?
You can move it around.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just switch it on, but the battery seems to be flat. So we'll just leave that. And it's got his Decepticon enemy head and arm on the base, because these 2 are the exclusive parts. If you get the regular, you won't get these. So decent size piece. Moving down, we've got XM Studios.
Oh, that is my personal favorite. I've told him if he ever decides to sell this, it's coming to my house.
Maestro from Alternate Universe, the evil Hulk who defeats everyone. So he's got all these trophies around. Cap, Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, and then Juggernaut. Then you got the hammer, and you've got
Is this the version B?
This is version A.
Oh, version A. Yeah, the version B I think has a lot of the other stuff.
It's got a lot of trophies, a lot of additional trophies around it. But at that time, the space that I had, I could only get this guy to fit. But if I could do it again, I probably would have gone B. This was also one of the first rotating bases for a statue. So you sit around a rotating base, and also he's sitting on
a sentinel head, like he's sitting on a massive sentinel head.
Yeah, and the lights do light up as well. And this piece here weighs 100 kilos.
100 kilos. More than you, Johnny.
Yeah, more than me. Easily more than me.
Yeah.
It also comes with another arm switch out and another head as well. Moving up, we've got the Sideshow's legendary half-scale Darth Maul.
Oh, that's sick.
Really big piece. I've got a turntable.
Is that a cloth cape, or is that cloth, or just
fabric?
I think
it's fabric. Yeah, fabric. Yeah.
So really cool piece. And moving to the left, we've got the half-scale Christian Bale Dark Knight.
Insane.
Oh yes.
Another big piece. Moving up, we've got Sideshow's Colossus, quarter scale, and
if I wasn't getting the Colossus throwing Wolverine, we would have had a deal on the Colossus. Yeah.
So XM Rogue and Sideshow X23, really cool dynamic piece, and Sideshow's Jean Grey, really nice clean piece.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Really nice. Moving down, we've got Prime One Studios Balrog versus Gandalf.
Wow, that is insane.
You shall not pass.
This is insane.
Let me see.
Look at Balrog, is insane.
The flame lights up, and also
use the details.
I like monster pieces like dragons and mythical beings.
I love Wolverine. A movie I'll also watch every year. And you've also got a switch out, so the blade can switch out, and also the blade lights up. The whip doesn't light up. The whip is the exclusive. This piece has been with me for a long time. It's hard for me to let go of this piece. It's really nice. And then coming around to we didn't do XM's Nemesis Prime. So this is XM.
You guys got to excuse me for a minute again. I got a delivery.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I've ordered some antiques from overseas. Yeah, I think.
Oh, nice. And coming back around, some art prints, some Sideshow art prints. And in the middle, we've got XM Studios War Machine.
Yeah, War Machine. That's the latest grab. Massive.
Really big, 90 kilos, two big boxes. Two boxes weighing 130 kilos with the pieces inside. And then to my right, we've got XM Studios Hulkbuster.
That is another grail piece.
Yeah, this one's a lot of people like this grail piece because it's an old school, but it's just for a lot of money overseas in the States. Really expensive. And
I think both pieces put together really complements each other really well.
Yeah, it's perfect pair. So I got that in the center of my room with my hand back. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, both has a presence in the room, like as
And I've got on my custom kitchen stone bench. That's it, man. That's pretty much the collection.
That was crazy. That's crazy, man.
I think Rahul Bro's head is now twisted. Gotta get some
man.
statues in, bro.
I'm telling you, my last visit to Singapore when I was in Exim Studio and I was walking through it and I'm like, okay, I don't want to start statues. I don't want to start collecting statues. I was telling myself, and every statue I would go in and I'm like, okay, maybe this could be my first statue or this could be.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from it for now, but let's see how long.
Because I do know a lot of people that collect both. They collect statues and hot toys. So, hey, that could be you. You could be collecting both.
Remember, 3 years back when I started with a Marvel Legend figure in my collection, and then I quickly moved to 1x6, and there was no looking back. So, yeah, the most legible step is moving to statues next. If not being killed by my wife, yeah, I'll find a way.
Because you collect hot toys. Do you watch Justin's collections?
I do.
He lives here, about 40 minutes away from me.
No,
Oh,
cool.
Justin is from Australia. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I was talking to William Wang, and he said that at that time he was with Justin having a lunch, and
Yeah. I went to his house a few times. He picked me up in his car the other day because we went for a spin as well. He bought a new car, so we went for a spin. Yeah, nice guy.
Nice.
Because you see the pedestals in my room, all the 8 pedestals. I got that.
Yeah.
Justin gave it to me for free.
Oh, that is. You got friends in higher places, bro. Friends in higher places.
Yeah, he's one of the good famous YouTuber. A lot of people follow him. It's a benchmark to go and watch his videos and you come back and look at his. So I avoid watching his. Yeah, you tend to get convinced once you watch him. You tend to get convinced what he's showing, and you end up doing that.
Yeah, it's got really nice, crisp, high quality videos. So he puts a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, that's good. So, Paul, thanks for showing us your amazing collection. It was a real treat to see. I saw photos, but this was a really good in-depth look, and I'm sure our viewers will appreciate it as well. So now I've got an interesting question for you. Like, you've got all these Grail pieces, this and that. Now, what was to happen if there was a natural disaster, like an earthquake or a house fire, and in this situation, obviously you've got around with your family, but you can take only one statue from your collection and run. Which one would it be? And it has to be the one.
Statues, because just in case my missus is watching, I'll say I'll have to grab the baby first and then run.
Yeah.
But for statues, I'll
one hand
grab
with the baby and one hand statue. Yeah.
Shitload. Come on.
Which statue?
That's it. I think I'll grab Christian Bale bust.
Yep.
The Christian Bale bust. Yeah. Because that one, I really like that one, and yeah, it was quite expensive, so I think I'll grab him. Then I'll grab the baby, and then I'll grab my missus. Good.
The missus can jump on the back. One hand with the Christian Bale bust, one hand with the baby, and then missus on the back, and make a run for the exit. So we've actually established your favorite piece in your collection, which is the Christian Bale life-size bust, and I think it is a very awesome choice.
I mean, that's the reason I collect 1x6. Easy to pick 2 while running, or easy to pick 3 while running.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough, man.
Oh yeah. You can just quickly grab a box and then just push them all in and just run with the box.
So, Po, how many collectors have a Holy Grail piece they're chasing? Do you have one, or have you already required it?
Holy Grail. I think the Hulkbuster, the XM Hulkbuster, behind me, the red one, that's considered as a Holy Grail from a lot of people.
Yeah, I consider that as well. Yeah, Holy Grail.
Yeah. I'll say that's the Holy Grail because a lot of people do really want that piece in their collection. To me, it was a piece that I wanted because it was considered a Holy Grail, but after getting it, I do realize the reasons behind it because the paint for how old that piece is, the paint, they put a lot of effort because the parts on that piece that you don't see underneath, it's also painted. So they didn't cut
really interesting.
Yeah, so there's a lot of pieces that magnetize together. So for example, I'll show you a quick example.
Yep.
Let me zoom in. Not to my face. All right, so example, if I take off this armor, it's also painted underneath.
Oh, that's great.
So all of places that you don't see, they put a lot of effort and they painted it. So I guess that's why a lot of people do like this piece, and also the engineering, because you've got Iron Man coming out of the chest. The engineering behind that is pretty awesome.
Wow.
And also you can take Iron Man out and put him on a separate base and have that Hulkbuster switched out, and it looks like there's two separate pieces next to each other. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. Awesome, buddy.
Okay. The next question is purely fictional. It has nothing to do with me. Okay, it's not a personal question. It's just fiction. What advice you would give to someone who is entering into high-end statues or collectibles? To a collector, I have nothing to do with it. I'm not getting into statues. I'm repeating that.
Just for educational purposes.
Okay. If you were getting to statues, I would say take your time. Think of how you want to build your collection and work around the kind of characters that you want. Maybe stick to a line, whether it's quarter scale or 1/3 scale. Stick to one line because it can get expensive really quickly, and also the usable space can get filled really quickly. Because in this market, it is tough to sell a statue. If you want to get rid of, you'll be losing, unless you get it at a good price. But a lot of the time, if you sell in this market, you will lose a bit of money. So definitely think of what line you would like to collect, and also stick to that line and stick to that scale. And also wait and buy in secondary. I wouldn't go pre-ordering a statue. Maybe just wait, because even if you miss out on a pre-order, there is a high chance that someone would sell their pre-order down the track. So if you can wait for a cheaper market if you can. If you can't, then there's the FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. There's some pieces like toys as well that sells out really quickly, and it is hard to come by. So the question is, you might have to wait, half a year, could be a year, could be 2 years. It just depends how badly you want that piece. I'll just say, take your time and think of what kind of line you want to collect, and also the scale, and buy in the secondary market if you can, because you'll be saving a lot of money.
Yeah. Again, I repeat, it was just for this podcast. I'm not making notes.
The boxes takes up a lot of room. That's another issue. Is the boxes for statues? They do take up a lot of room. So you can collect 1/6 scales. You can have a budget set for a lot. You can either collect a lot of 1/6 scales, like say 4, or you can buy one big 1/3 scale. So it just depends how you want to have your collection. You can have a lot of little pieces, or you can have a bigger piece. You can budget to 4 smaller pieces a year to 1 big piece a year. So it just depends, and everyone's displayable space is different, and also the budget. So you got to kind of work around your budget. So it varies for each individual. So yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, it's a pretty high end and expensive. You just can't keep going and experimenting and say, let me buy these 2 and I'll figure out what to do next.
It's hard, but it's also a learning curve, because your taste could change. You might be into this genre, but then afterwards a new movie comes out, you're like, oh no, I want this, these new statues. So you might have to sell and then venture into different lines, different scales. Because I've grown, from little plastic figures to statues, from 1/4 to now life size. So it's been a fun journey, but also somewhat expensive.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, mate.
Okay, I think I have the last one in the list. So, where do you see the future of statue collecting heading in Australia, especially with the increasing focus on larger scales and hyper realistic busts who are magnificent? Also, as a co founder, I must ask you, what are your thoughts on Action Figure Maniacs, the group in general?
So in regards to collections in the future with high-end pieces, I think it's the same thing. It's still quite niche for statues to begin with. Not many collectors, but there are quite a few that don't use social media as well that we don't know of. Because I've met some
That is true.
offline. There is even though it's quite a niche market, there is still quite a lot of us that collect statues. I do feel like as well, backtracking on companies, there are some companies aiming at higher end pieces where it creates, there's a niche market for those with money, for these, realistic pieces with silicon and all that, because there are a lot of pieces coming out that's really expensive. The market in general, a lot of new statues are getting quite out of reach because of the price, manufacturing price and everything. So I feel like, they are aiming at higher tiered collectors now than ever, especially those like say Queen Studios, Prime One Studios. The prices has almost doubled for a lot of pieces, because back then, a 1/3 scale was $2,000, 1.8K, but now new releases you're looking at almost 3K. So they've definitely bumped up the cost. I guess with everything, right? I think manufacturing for them has gone up as well. Everything. So it's definitely pushing out a lot of collectors, and a lot of collectors are either buying less yearly or going back to small scales. And in terms on your second question, I think the AFM group has been great. Like, everyone's been super friendly. I met Sid through selling a piece to him, so it went smooth. We had no issues. So everyone's been super friendly, and it's a group that's quite vocal. So there's a lot of interactions. I always see daily posts. So I haven't seen anything negative. So that's a good thing. So you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks for that, Paul. We try our best.
Thank you for the feedback. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and appreciate the invite. Appreciate the invite.
Definitely. And I also agree on the fact that a lot of collectors, like especially statue collectors, they're mid-aged. Like, I'm not gonna take any names, but there are people here with 5 bedrooms filled with statues, but they're never gonna make a single post about their collection or anything. It's just
Many
when you
private
ask them,
collectors are that way, and it's their personal agenda.
That's right. And when you ask them, they reply, "Oh, it's just for myself." So it's hard to track, as that's why, like, who is collecting what in the statue collection game, Yeah.
And it's
Anyways,
also like, I guess also some people have trust issues too. Like, I know one guy that with a lot of statues, he doesn't use social media. I found him through Gumtree, but when it came down to buying a statue from him, he didn't want to share his address because he didn't want random people showing up. So, it's a trust issue as well. And I get it though. If you have a family, you don't want random people showing up to your house.
True.
Makes sense.
And I think it's a lot of investment to put in, and unless you have a secure place, you've got a lot of collectors do have that trust issue worldwide. I think not just Australia. Anyways, thanks, Paul, for joining us in this podcast. We really appreciate your time and appreciate showing the collection as well. To our viewers, like, share, and subscribe to this to our YouTube channel, and we'll catch you in the next podcast. Peace out.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for coming back.